Welcome to Flavors of Belize. I am Chef Sean Kuylen, and today we're going to be making fish filet bruschetta with basil pesto and a balsamic reduction with some pico de gallo with mango and pineapple. What is bruschetta? Bruschetta is just a fancy name for a toast bread. Some people call it crostini or bruschetta, no? So we could take baguettes. It doesn't matter if it's day old because it's still going to be toasted in the oven, no? So we take the oil, we put it on the bread. Now we bake it at 350 degrees until golden brown. So now we poach the fish. Instead of cooking with water, you want to flavor the water. So we're going to put some peppercorns in water, bay leaf. So here we have some grouper. Season the grouper, black pepper, salt on both sides. And of course, we're also going to season the water so that we get flavors extracted from everywhere. That will simmer for like 3 minutes. I could turn it over, make it submerged in water. So while the fish is cooking, we could leave it there and let it cook in the center. We could check on the bread. We want it nice and toasted. And look at that, beautiful, crunchy outside on both sides, no? So let's check the fish. The best way to check the fish is touch it, and if it flakes apart, that means it's getting cooked in the middle. It's a little firm, so no worries. Fish is poaching, toast is ready. Let's make some pico de gallo. I like to put red onions to give it some color, but of course you can use yellow or white onions, no? Belizean's favorite pepper, no? Habanero. When I put the habanero, sometimes I like to leave it a little larger cuts, because if it's too small and then if you don't want the pepper, you don't have to eat it. So I could put it like that. Cilantro. And again, if you don't have habanero and you're in the States or something and you want to make this, you could always use a jalapeno. Mix the onion, the jalapeno, the habanero, the cilantro, and of course season, black pepper, salt. Again, I like a lot of lime. And of course you could use lemon if lime is not available. So now this is a regular pico de gallo. Like I said, we like to change up, and the flavors of Belize essentially is that we have a lot of fresh fruits, especially in the summertime, no? So we could put sweet flavors like pineapple, season up, and we have some fresh mangoes here. Alright, so we mix up the mango pico de gallo and pineapple pico de gallo. Let's check on this fish, if it's ready. Again, I want to see if it's nice and flaking. Look at that, beautiful. You see, it is fully cooked inside and tender, not too hot. So we're gonna take it out, and because it's nice and poached, we're gonna flake it with 2 forks. We're gonna put some coconut oil, the tomatoes, onions, garlic, and this is going on top of the bruschetta. The fish is nice and flaked. As you see, poaching is a gentle technique, you know. It's not too harsh on the fish. It's just water and ice. Give it flavor. So this already have flavor, but again, that's not enough because of Flavors of Belize. We have to put more. So what's another beautiful product, Flavor of Belize, is coconut oil. I wish you could smell this, man. So we're going to put some coconut oil in the pot. And that alone, the aroma from the, don't worry about the smoke, it's just going to extract all the flavors. Let's put some onions in there. Saute some onions. And if you ever cook at home like this, you could don't know how that smells already. Put the fish. And add the tomatoes. So we have some beautiful colors working now. This actually works very beautifully with canned fish. I know Belizean, we do a lot of It's traditional, you know, but we don't see it on menus anymore. But canned fish, we call fresh can when you catch the barracuda especially. You sun it out for 3 days and then you rinse it. It's like pigtail, boy. Just beautiful, but nothing better than coconut oil, fish, and some beautiful cilantro. So we're gonna go to the final steps of making this bruschetta now. We're gonna make the basil pesto. And again, many viewers will say that pesto is not Belizean, but on the contrary, no. Basil grows in the yards of many people in Belize, and I know for a fact the Garifuna use it in their cereal called baseng in Garifuna. So yes, and besides the basil being from Belize, we're going instead of, if you go on a regular cookbook now, it says put Parmesan cheese, garlic, olive oil, and pine nuts. Pine nuts again are one of those things that's very hard to find, not native of Belize. So why use pine nuts when you could use cashew nuts? Cashew come from villages like Crooked Tree in Belize. So we put basil, we put cashew, toast it to release flavors, no? And that will release the oils. So when you put it in the pesto, use a food processor. Again, instead of Parmesan cheese, if you're a Belizean, you know what is Mr. Redback cheese, Dutch cheese. This can always be substituted for Parmesan, and therefore this is not an Italian pesto, this is Belizean pesto. So we put the basil, and we put the Dutch cheese, and again, in the book you could find the exact measurements, no? For me, I put it until I feel like it's enough love in there. Right? I put seasoning, black pepper, some salt, and finally we blend it. We want to run the oil slowly. And when it looks nice, and you could always now put the nuts. No? Alright, we have the beautiful pesto here. Nice nutty, fresh herbs. We have the fish. We have the pico de gallo. One more thing I did, I made a balsamic reduction. It's like a little restaurant secret. It's very easy. You simply take balsamic vinegar, put it in a pot, put some water, put some sugar, reduce it for like half an hour to 45 minutes until syrupy. And that's gonna go on top of the bruschetta. So we're gonna lay 3 pieces of bread here, top it with the fish. And be generous, you know. Okay, next we're gonna put the fresh basil pesto. Drizzle it on top, so you have a lot of flavors there. And also, one more thing about the basil pesto, if you don't want to put olive oil, you could always mix it with coconut oil, and that again makes it another element of flavor and makes it Belizean. Now we have the mango and the pineapple pico de gallo. We could put one each of each, no? Right on top. Next time you have your friends over, beautiful little appetizer. Let's do 1 pineapple, 2 with mango. You have habanero, you have acid, the lime. And finally, to finish off, we're gonna take the, remember the balsamic reduction I told you about? Look at the syrup, nice and beautiful. Just gonna drizzle it on top and make a nice, beautiful fish fillet with basil pesto, bruschetta, and mango pico de gallo. And you could also do the option of pineapple or plain pico de gallo. Flavors of Belize.